Behind the scenes of European policymaking, think tanks and lobbying groups wield significant influence, shaping legislative agendas, shaping public discourse and influencing decision-makers. As hidden players in the corridors of power, they employ a variety of strategies to advance their interests and mold European policies. But how do think tanks and lobbying groups operate, and what impact do they have on the democratic process and policy outcomes? Think tanks and lobbying groups have long played a role in European politics, offering expertise, research and advocacy on a wide range of issues, from economic policy to environmental regulation. While they provide valuable insights and recommendations, their influence on policymaking often raises questions about transparency, accountability and democratic legitimacy. Think tanks and lobbying groups operate through a complex web of relationships, connecting policymakers, industry stakeholders, and civil society actors. They conduct research, produce reports, and organize events to shape public opinion, influence policy debates, and promote their interests within the European Union's decision-making apparatus. Think tanks and lobbying groups play a crucial role in the European policy landscape, providing policymakers with expertise, analysis, and alternative viewpoints on complex issues. However, concerns about undue influence, conflicts of interest, and lack of transparency persist, raising questions about the integrity of the policymaking process. Engaging with think tanks and lobbying groups is an essential part of the policymaking process, allowing policymakers to access diverse perspectives and expertise on key policy issues. However, it is imperative to ensure transparency, accountability and ethical standards to safeguard the integrity of decision-making and maintain public trust. Think tanks and lobbying groups exert influence on policy outcomes through various means, including direct advocacy, coalition building and strategic communication. By framing issues, mobilizing support, and shaping public opinion, they shape the contours of European policies in ways that reflect their interests and priorities. The rise of think tanks and lobbying groups poses risks to democratic governance, including the potential for regulatory capture, undue corporate influence, and unequal access to decision-makers. Moreover, the revolving door between public office and private interests can blur the lines between public service and private gain, eroding trust in democratic institutions. As Europe navigates the complexities of policymaking in an increasingly interconnected world, the role of think tanks and lobbying groups warrants greater scrutiny and public debate.